Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have the Bringer Boss OST, I guess is all this is. I don't know what that means or anything to do with these characters, so I guess I just have about 5 minutes of a song to try and figure that out. And I guess without further ado, let's go! Starting off with a lot of tension. Okay. That makes sense for a boss. Where are we going? Ooh. Brighter than I expected. More hopeful than I expected. I have a feeling it's going to change here, but this is very uplifting for a boss. Okay, we got a little shift there. Ooh, adding in the tension underneath. Okay. This is more what I expected. Dude, that piano doing like the dissonant little climbs. That's big brain. It's very subtle. Get a little fancy with their synths there. Woo. It's like Michael Bay's Transformers sound design. But why is it so hopeful? This is like a traditionally uplifting, like hero theme almost. Why is this a boss? I need answers. I hope I get them by the end. Okay. Surprise me. What's coming in? They listened. You know what? I got what I asked for. That's a completely different genre. What? Now this I can battle a boss to. And it's on an odd time signature. Sun Z team with those odd time signatures, dude. What is up with that? They love it. Got a bunch of prog musicians together. They were like, math rock. I think so. God, even that solo section wasn't following the same beat. It's like every instrument's on their own rhythmic pattern. Whew. Now they're all coming together. Well, this just got insane. It started so hopeful. And it turned into exactly what I was hoping for. This is a boss theme right here. Great spot to loop it too. So the way I'm going to process this song is that at first, you as the player aren't entirely sure what you're up against, because you are being fed this theme that is traditionally like an uplifting hero theme. That is a traditional chord progression used for a bunch of like really high-end hero themes in superhero projects and other such media. It's basically a stereotype at this point to have that exact chord progression, or at least some variant of it in some other key that's being used, that exact structure. So when you're starting a song like this that's supposed to be a boss and you're like, okay, maybe this is reflecting the player, but then it got into that second part and you're like, oh, maybe not. Like, I'm starting to think with that second half and how everything changed up, that might be what the character is. Like, I'm starting to believe that that boss is something or someone that's designed to mislead you, misdirect, and basically just be an overall nuisance to the player. Like, something that you're walking up to and you have confidence in. You're like, oh, this won't be that bad. And then something changes. Because in that second part, there's so much change. That entire design of that song was very mathy. It was just everything. Every rhythm was basically fighting against itself. So maybe this character is something that constantly changes. That would make sense. That would reflect the character really well. That would totally fit. And it's really given me that feeling since the first part made you feel like you were so safe. And then it subverts your expectations entirely by completely switching the genre, not to mention every single rhythmic pattern in there at all. Every meter was different. Every time signature was different. And sometimes for every single instrument in there, everything was played at a different time signature or beat pattern. So you're like, what the hell is happening? And you're just constantly being fed new information, which makes me feel like that's exactly what this character is. So that's my best guess here, that this character is maybe something or someone that can use multiple weapons or is constantly changing its own physical form to do something else that you'll never be sure exactly what's happening next. That's basically the only thing I can pull from this, is that that may be the case because of how many times there are shifts in here. And that second half was awesome. That first half was beautiful. It was such a majestic track and I love what they were doing with it, even just as it was, but then changing everything started to shift my entire perception of what it was. So I can't imagine what the case would be like trying to play against whatever this is, magically changing that fast and on a dime. It basically gave you 2 seconds to think about what may be happening next. And this team, Sanzi, the whole team of them being such phenomenal musicians to be able to craft something like this and have so much technical know-how to pull off songs like this. They've done it a few times with other tracks, having these odd time signatures and everything. It's an amazing feat to me because I'm not that great with them myself. Even as a drummer, it's a lot of counting, and trying to play and count at the same time has always been a struggle for me. So like, unless I'm playing it 100 times over to be able to get something perfect, playing stuff like that is nigh impossible. So I just always take my hat off when I hear composers and writers doing this sort of thing, because it's like, God, the technical skill it takes is just so far beyond me. But I think that's about all I've got to say on this one. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any other songs you want me to get to from Zenless, please let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to get to them as always. And of course, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!